Welcome. Our focus on this episode of Reshaping Democracy is an organization that executes policies, programs, and strategies for the development of micro, small, and medium enterprises. It also provides registration, regulatory reforms, guidance, resources, as well as opportunities for training and capacity building, provision of loans and grants. This is the Small and Medium Enterprises Development Agency of Nigeria, Smedan. I'm Ayodiji Makinde. The Director General of Smedan, Charles Odi, is on Reshaping Democracy to reply Nigerians who are asking questions about the agency's mandates, service delivery, and efforts to stimulate entrepreneurship and industrial development.
DG, sir, how many states in Nigeria have felt the impact of Smedan in Nigeria, and who are the beneficiaries in those states?
Smedan is set up in all our 36 states and the FCT. So all our beneficiaries cut across the 36 states and the FCT. And the beneficiaries of all our programs are nano, micro, small, and medium enterprises. Nano businesses for us are businesses that have less than 3 employees and are doing less than 3 million naira annual turnover. So approximately 250,000 naira every month. So this is your mom and pop shop at the corner of the street. This is the woman who's grinding pepper or trading on the market. This is the man at the corner of the street who has set up a kiosk shop. And these are our direct beneficiaries. Our micro businesses are businesses less than, with people with employees less than 10, so 3 to 10, and are doing an annual turnover of from 3 million to 25 million. And so these are businesses that, you know, are in your neighborhood. These are some of our retailers, these are some of our traders, some of our manufacturers, right? Small scale manufacturers. And they also benefit from our programs. And our programs cut across various programs. We have programs that are just basically training our small businesses and give them a stipend to start, which is our conditional grant scheme. We train these nano businesses and micro businesses. After the training, we give them a grant. Sometimes the grant ranges from 50,000 upwards, and it's called a conditional grant scheme. And the condition here is that these small businesses will at least employ one person. So we give you some money, and then we give you some training, and then we hope that you can scale. So scale basically is scale from maybe nano to micro, or from micro to small, from small to large. And when you're a large enterprise, then you're dealt with, you know, by the ministry. But anyone from a medium to a nano business is under Smedan. And we basically, in one way or the other, help to make sure that their businesses thrive. So answering the question in short, all the businesses, all the nano, micro, small, and medium businesses cut across the 36 states and the FCT are the businesses that are direct beneficiaries. And all the 36 states and the FCT are benefited from all our programs, from the conditional grant scheme to the National Business Skill Development Initiative, to the Financial Empowerment Program, to our incubator programs, our accelerator programs, our business clinics. All of these programs, the beneficiaries cut across all the 36 states and the FCT.
My name is Andy Shubabra from Cross River State. DG sir, my question is, many Nigerians are not aware of the several opportunities in Smedan. What is the body doing to ensure it reaches out to the public?
The administration of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is an administration where the son of a nobody can become somebody without knowing anybody. And we're doing that. One of the things that we've done is leverage technology. Before now, Smedan's interventions was one-to-one. So it means that I have to look for you as a small business owner, I have to train you, and I have to empower you. But now we are doing a lot of one-to-many interventions, which means that we are now reaching out to many more people. And a way to break geographical barriers is basically leveraging technology. So right now, all you need to do is go on www.smedan.gov.ng. You'll see all our programs, and you can start to indicate interest. And so by the time that we're shortlisted, we'll contact you, and then you shortlist you for those programs. So it means that you don't need to know anybody. On our side, one of the things that we've done in my last 11 months being in office, the president has encouraged us to continue to have engagement with our constituents. And in my constituents right now are all the small and medium enterprises in Nigeria, and which happen to be approximately 40 million people. So what we do as an agency is we conduct listening meetings across our 36 state offices. We hold town hall meetings. And in those town hall meetings, I'm always asking what is the best way that we can reach out to our small business owners. And they say, please, we want to be reached through social media. So one of the things that we've done is we've wrapped up our efforts on social media and digital marketing. So you get messages from us on Instagram, you get messages from us on Facebook, you get messages from us on Twitter, you get messages from us on LinkedIn. And even in using social media, one of the things that we're fighting against is the authenticity and making sure that the programs and the information that's being churned out are validated. So please, we have social media platforms that we're reaching out, but more importantly, make sure that this information is coming from our verified social media handles. All our social media handles, Smedan Gov is all verified. So please, if you have any information, you can reach out to us. But we will continue to, beyond social media, continue to reach out to all the heads of our business member organizations. So people like NASME, like NASIMA, like Ausborn, these are organizations and business member associations that have congregated small business owners. So because we cannot reach you one-to-one, we will also reach you through those associations and business member organizations. And the last but not the least is cooperatives. Again, I've said that we want to attend to small businesses in large sums. So we say to you, please go out there and reach out and join a cooperative so that we can hear your voice and so that you can also benefit from some of our programs. We have something called the One Local Government, One Product Program, where we go through the 774 local government looking for cooperatives that we can work with. And when we find and identify those cooperatives, we give them funding, zero interest loans and grants. So we give them money. Supposing we give them 5 million naira, 70% of that money is a loan, 30% is a grant. And then this money will be used for three basic things: for our cooperatives to add to their working capital to trade, for our cooperatives to add to the funds that it needs to acquire equipment, and for our cooperatives to add to the fund that they need to procure workspaces. So reach out to our small business state offices, reach out through our social media, reach out through business member organizations, and we're also trying to reach out through our cooperatives as well. So these are ways you can find us, and we'll continue to do more, which is why we're here on the Nigerian Television Authority, making that has the largest coverage in Nigeria, making sure that we can talk to you, making sure that you can hear from us. And in the nearest future, we'll try to set up a weekly engagement on the Nigerian Television Authority so that you can hear from us, we can feel your pulse, and we can also answer these questions on a weekly basis.
My name is Michael James from Cross River State. DG sir, my question is that political leaders always hijack Smedan opportunities that could have benefit Nigeria's citizens that will have gained from it legitimately. How does agency tackle that, sir?
Thank you. That's a very important question. We understand the roles of politicians. We understand the roles of traditional rulers. We feel that the politicians were elected, many of them were elected into office by the people. So that means they know the people the most, and the people know them the most, which is why the people have chosen them to represent them in some of the highest offices in the land. But I said this, that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration is an administration where you need not to know any politician. It's an administration where you need not to know anybody. And what would we be doing in that regard? We have leveraged technology. Answering your question in short, what we're doing to shove out political interference to a large extent is leveraging technology and also using our cooperatives and business member organizations to be able to reach the people at the bottom of the pyramid and the people who are nano businesses that some of our programs are set out to reach.
My name is Olabiran Oluwafemi from Ijebu-Ode, Ogun State. Yes, sir. What are the benefits of small-scale industries registering with Smedan and obtaining its certificates?
Thank you. Someone can exist in a society and not be registered or captured. I can be living in Nigeria as long as I do not have NIN or BVN or driver's license or passport. I'm not captured, but I am in Nigeria, right? The same goes for our businesses. For you to be a registered business in Nigeria, you have to be registered with CAC. But that doesn't mean that you're not a business, right? We want you to register with us because in as much as you're not registered with CAC, we believe that there are some perks that you can unlock. I'll give you an instance. Right now, our small business owners who are registered with us can get 15% discount when they try to send products around Nigeria through NIPOST. From one of our listening meetings and one of our meetings, just talking to our town hall meeting, just talking to our small business owners, they had come to reach us to say, listen, it has become increasingly expensive to distribute a product in Nigeria than to make the product. So what did we do? We sprung into action. We got God is Good Logistics, we got NIPOST, we got them in the room and said, please sit with us. Our small businesses, first of all, are going through challenging times. We need to make sure that we can actually unlock value for our small businesses. Give us 20% discount from God is Good Logistics so that anyone who wants to share or distribute anything in Nigeria. So for instance, if you are going to distribute something in Nigeria, it's going to cost you 10,000 naira. Now you have 2,000 naira back because you are registered with Smedan. In the other case, with NIPOST, get 15% discount back because you're registered with Smedan. Also, NDPC has said, listen, if you're processing data as a small business, you need to be registered with us. Ideally, registering with NDPC is about 10,000 naira. But if you're a member of Smedan, you can get that as little as 500 naira. We have telco services. We have capacity development services. We also unlocked to the tune of 10 billion naira single-digit interest loan for our small businesses. His Excellency, the President, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, has been magnanimous to enact 200 billion naira for SMEs in Nigeria, for businesses in Nigeria. And 50 billion naira of that money actually is going to our nano businesses in terms of grants. So this is money that they don't need to pay back. But we would not know if you are a nano business if you're not registered with Smedan. So we encourage you to please register with Smedan, right? And one of the things that we can do is start to give you capacity development. Build your capacity so much so that in some cases, we can now help you with all the guidance you need. And sometimes guidance can be registering with CAC. Sometimes the guidance can be registering with NEPC to export. Sometimes the guidance can be unlocking money from NIPC. Sometimes the guidance can be standards from SON. Sometimes the guidance can be different other ways. But we cannot start to help you if you're not registered with us. Because our mandate in the MSME ecosystem is something we've themed GROW. GROW. And G stands for guidance, R stands for resources, O stands for opportunities, and W stands for workforce support. So all of these things are things that we can support you with. But again, we charge nothing for registration. You just need to go to our website, fill the form, and get a certificate to show that you are registered with us, and you can start to unlock all these benefits and incentives with being registered with Smedan.
My name is Adibukola Jami Kolawole from Ijebu-Ode, Ogun State. DG sir, who and what enterprise that can benefit from Smedan loan or grant, and what are the basic requirements?
I was talking about our different classifications of businesses. We have the nano businesses, the micro businesses, the small businesses, and the medium businesses. All of these businesses can benefit from Smedan. The medium businesses are businesses that have less than 200 employees and are doing less than 1 billion naira in annual turnover. They can benefit from Smedan. The small businesses are businesses that have less than 100 employees and are doing less than 100 million naira in annual turnover. They can benefit from Smedan. The micro businesses are businesses that have less than 10 employees and are doing less than 25 million naira in annual turnover. They can benefit from Smedan. And nano businesses are businesses that have less than 3 employees and are doing less than 3 million naira in annual turnover. They can benefit from Smedan. So in answering your question in short, nano businesses, micro businesses, small businesses, medium businesses, all of them have different programs and different ways that they can benefit from Smedan. So again, you can go on www.smedan.gov.ng to access all the ways that you can benefit from us. And all our state offices are readily available to engage with you, to help you to start with Smedan and grow with Smedan.
My name is Aruna Wasiu from Ijebu-Ode. DG sir, does Smedan have any specific program or intervention for small cottage and agro-allied initiatives in rural areas of Nigeria. Thank you, sir.
Absolutely, absolutely. We have just released a report from from in partnership with Money Points, and that report actually shows us the industries that Nigerians and small businesses are starting, the sectors that small businesses are starting up the most, right? And it happens to be in 8 sectors, and this has crystallized our our Grow Nigerian strategy. So I've spoken about Grow Nigeria. Grow means GROW, and G stands for guidance, R stands for resources, O stands for opportunity, and W stands for workforce support. And that Grow Nigeria will then metamorphose into these 8 sectors. The first has to do with agriculture, which that Grow Nigeria will now metamorphose into It's Nigerian. So we'll be giving all our smallholder farmers all the guidance, all the resources, all the opportunity, and all the workforce support that they need to scale. The next is Wear Nigerian, which is what is happening. I'm currently wearing made in Nigerian products, and it is actually produced here in Nigeria. And then we're supporting all our textile garments, fashion entrepreneurs to continue to produce Wear Nigerian products. But answering that question in scale, we do 4 fundamental things for our smallholder entrepreneurs or small businesses in the fashion industry, like you've asked. The first thing is, in this complex where we're currently doing this interview, and if you just go further down, we have a shared facility where our tailors can come in, book a time to use a machine for the whole day, store their product, and distribute it. I repeat that. As small scale entrepreneurs can come into Smedan, access a loan, go out there and buy their raw materials, come back into Smedan, process that raw materials into finished product like what I'm wearing. They can store it here in Smedan, or they can distribute it anywhere across Nigeria at a ridiculous discount. Sometimes 20%, other times 25%, right? These are things that we're doing in terms of infrastructure. So what then happens is that small scale entrepreneur who's in fashion does not need to bother about power. Power has been provided. Does not need to bother about buying the machines. The machines are provided. Does not need to bother about maintaining the machines. The machines are provided. All you need to do is just come with your material if you can sew, and then you turn that material into a finished product that you can go and sell. So you can get, even without even getting a loan, you can get from family and friends to the tune of 15,000 naira. You can buy a material, come into Smedan complex, turn that material into a full-scale outfit, then you can go and sell that full-scale outfit to the tune of 100,000, 50,000 or more. It means that you've gotten the money that you've used for the material back, and you've gotten some profits that you can use to go and you can plow back into the business to buy more materials. So those are the ways that we're supporting our small-scale entrepreneurs, especially those in the cottage and the fashion industry. Also, we're supporting them with finances. The president has earmarked some money in terms of grants. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has earmarked some money in terms of grants for these small businesses. We have also added to that in terms of loans, right? So our small businesses in fashion industry can get as little as 250,000 naira as a loan. And this loan is a single-digit interest loan and a zero collateral loan that they can unlock and use this money to grow and develop their enterprises. The third way that we support entrepreneurs like those in the fashion industry is through capacity development. We're very big on trainings. We train week in, week out. Just this morning, a couple of people are downstairs in this our complex getting trainings on how to start and grow their businesses and write business plans. We are also training a lot of vocational trainings to smallholder farmers. We're training them on how to cut and sew. We're training them on how to trim. We're training on how to use buttonhole machines. We're training on how to pattern design in fashion. And so we also support these small scale entrepreneurs with trainings. Last but not the least, equipment. We're very, 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 very big on supporting our small businesses with equipment. So when you indicate your interest and you happen to be in the fashion cadre, when we identify you and we train you, many times we give you a sewing machine if you're in the training track. If you're in the shoemaking track, we give you a cobbling machine. If you're in the dry cleaning track, we give you dry cleaners, washing machines. If you are in the bakery track, we give you ovens, we give you gas cylinders, we give you gas cookers. Those are the ways that we support our entrepreneurs.
Sir, what is the National Council on SESMES all about, and how has it succeeded in ensuring ease of doing businesses, especially growth and development of SESMES?
Thank you. And that's a very important question from Sokoto. The National Council of SMEs is a council that advocates for small businesses across Nigeria. So the chairperson of the council is His Excellency the Vice President, Vice President Kasim Shettima. Vice President Kasim Shettima is the chairperson of the council. The vice chairperson of the council is the Honorable Minister for Industry, Trade and Investment, Honorable Doris Anita Uzuka Anite. Honorable Doris Uzuka Anite is the vice chair of the council. Now, what this council does is, in addition to advocating for our small businesses, is also helping our small businesses with a lot of guidance. Now, at the different state offices, right, the different governors are the different chairmen of the state councils of SMEs. So there's the national council, and this national council cascades to the different states, and at the state level, the different governors are the chairperson of the council. Now, if a small business has a problem in a state, let's take for instance, a small business has a problem in Gombe State or in Bauchi State, the small business point of call is Smedan. When they come to us at the state office, if we cannot solve that problem goes to the state council. If that problem cannot be solved at the state council, it goes to the state governor, who is the chairperson of the state council. If it cannot be solved at the state level, then it comes to us as the national council. I happen to be the secretary of that council. If we can't solve that problem, then I take it to the vice president, who is the chairperson of the council. If that problem cannot be solved at the vice president level, we escalate it to His Excellency the President. If His Excellency the President cannot solve it, then it goes to God. We hope that we don't get any problem that goes to God, because His Excellency the Vice President can solve it, and in many cases, His Excellency the President can step in. But you can see that trajectory. It shows that we are actually not paying lip service to solving the problems of small businesses across the 36 states and the FCT. So when there's a problem, that problem can cascade, and we can real-time track and make sure that there's a solution. Many times, some of the solution is dialogue. Many times, some of the solution is compensation. Many times, some of the solution is just even getting the small businesses to be equipped with capacity development. Also, at our state offices, we have the one-stop shop. And this council helps to guide that one-stop shop. It means that as a small business owner, you want to start your business, the first point of call is Smedan. And we can help you with all the guidance that you need. So as a small business, you need that kind of guidance. This council is set up to make sure that you can get all the guidance you need to grow and to thrive as a small business in Nigeria. And that's the essence of the council.
Established by the Smedan Act of 2003, the agency in the last 1 year is rolling out innovative programs, driving the positive change to promote growth of MSMEs, to position Nigeria as a hub of industrial excellence. By lifting small businesses away from inflationary pressure, driving inclusive development agenda, creating jobs, access to finance and markets, Smedan is no doubt on the path of economic revitalization of the polity. That's Reshaping Democracy. I'm Ayodeji Makinde. I'll be back, same time, same station, next week.